Hi, Karen Bremer here, President and CEO of the Georgia Restaurant Association, and welcome to State of the Plate. This is our weekly review of what happened down at the Gold Dome. And for Daniel and myself, we are thankful that the session ended at 12:30 a.m. on Tuesday morning. We were there making sure that what we wanted to pass got passed, and what we didn't want to pass didn't pass. Looking out for the restaurant industry's interests. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the good stuff first. And please remember, this conversation is off the record and not intended for media. Okay, the first item that is good for our industry, and we've talked about many of these items all throughout this series of calls, but it's apportionment of damages. Okay, this restores Georgia's apportionment statute so that all responsible parties will pay their fair share of damages to an injured party. We used to have legislation that assisted with this process. However, it was overturned by the Supreme Court, so now we have a law passed that restores that so that all the parties that are involved in damages will have the damages successfully applied to the parties that are responsible. Okay, food truck licensing. The legislature passed some legislation that allows the food trucks to have one food service permit. They still have a lot of rules and regulations about registering in the various counties. They still have to return to their home base, but they do not have to have multiple food service permits in multiple counties anymore. Okay, probably one of our biggest bills that we worked on, SB 331, Protecting Georgia Business and Workers Act. This preempts local governments from mandating work schedules and the rate of pay for employees of private businesses. The bill does not prevent private businesses from creating their own productivity incentive programs to attract and maintain employees. Study committee on food delivery apps. Many of y'all might remember last session we had a hearing on third-party delivery, and as a result of that hearing, we were able to get a study committee committed for this next year. We'll be reaching out to y'all for testimony, and we will keep you posted on the progress. There's potential legislation that could come out of this. And just a reminder, back during special session in November, we worked with the legislature to ensure that the rules were changed so that if you received RRF, it is not taxable. We took care of that back in November. I've been getting a lot of calls on that. Okay, the things that did not pass. Okay, dogs eating on patios. Many of you all know back in 2015, we assisted the Department of Public Health to allow for dogs on patios with specific rules. There was legislation that would have allowed dogs to be fed on patios. However, this law did not pass. So you can have dogs on your patio if you choose to, under certain stipulations, but again, no feeding of dogs at this point. Okay, and then home kitchen operations. This was an interesting bill that was proposed very late. This would have created a home kitchen operations permit that would allow individuals to cook and sell prepared meals out of their personal kitchen. We will be working with all interested parties on this issue after session to ensure that food safety concerns are heard and considered. If you are a caterer out there and wish to discuss it with me, please contact me at karen@garestaurants.org or info@garestaurants.org. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And we were also fortunate to get water spinach legalized here in Georgia this past session. Water spinach is a vegetable that is commonly used in many Asian cuisines, and it is now legal to grow it and sell it here in Georgia. So for all of y'all that are always looking for new ingredients, there's a new one for you, water spinach. It was a good session for us. Got the main things accomplished that we needed to accomplish. We could not have done it without your support and help. Please remember we have a golf tournament coming up May 10th. That is our annual fundraiser where we raise money to be able to give campaign contributions to legislators that understand our industry, support our industry, and support small business in general. So we'd love to have you there. And we will see you on the monthly update coming up later on this month. Okay. With that, thank you and have a great weekend.